What now?
Oh, that sucked quite a bit. Okay. I need to keep her mage. I want to stay healer. Brawler is just kind of overall fun. This might be fine for now. What says you? Using a den like this as a hideout. That scoundrel. If you're set, let's put an end to this man's crimes. A fallen knight resorting to such foul deeds. If it's the truth, then I cannot let it lie. As a knight of honor, I must put an end to him. Let us be on our way, as soon as you're ready. Watch it be the complete opposite. We've come this far. We'll find him, no matter what it takes. Should we go capture Heismay? Let's go.
Shall we bring the fight to them?
This bounty will be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed. Like, watch it, like, be that he's trapped here because of that human. Is our bounty really here? Moth! Ooh. Pretty flower.
Indeed.
This area is massive, though I could expect no less considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake?
Look!
Hey look! It's a hut on the shore of the lake.
What the?
So he really has been living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him yet.
However,
Something is amiss though. If that truly is his hideout, how might he be keeping his victims here once kidnapped?
look!
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, got a point. It doesn't seem like the kind of place where you could hide a lot of people.
Well,
And we'll drag the truth out of him. For now, let's check the place out.
I'm heading out.
Oh. Oh. Is it sinking? I think it's sinking. No, it's buoyant. There's a difference.
Act fast, and we'll win this.
Effects of inclement weather. You enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies will become stronger. Stronger enemies will grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weakness. Oh, lovely!
Last one! Have come forth, royal sword!
Repel. I'm guessing that it resists magic. It does resist magic. So it might not be good to be a mage in this area.
Let's keep this up, everyone.
Okay. I'm eager to see you use that.
Moves all debuff effects from allies. Could have used that a lot
You're in the
earlier.
clear.
There it is. Okay. So, if it's gonna be bad for Hulkenberg to be... Which is a real shame because, like, Knight is the only thing that she really has. Archetype... I could give Hulkenberg something else. Then again, let's see. The Knight needs to be 20 at the least, and Mage needs to be 10. Mage is close, at the very least. And healer buff defense to widen defensive repertoire and better protect the party. I could probably use this to up Mage to a decent level. There we go. So now that's at 10, and then we can kind of just focus on Knight. So, yeah. That's fine with me. Just that now we need something that isn't going to be that, so we might as well go Gunner, I guess.
Hut. Cat. Hut. Ah. Cat. Hut. Take this.
Good job.
Cat. Hey.
A preemptive
So it seems like they're weak to Pierce, which is good.
Ruler.
Great job.
So I should be able to like, yeah.
I've sworn oath of knighthood. Knight! No. To you.
I shall vanquish evil.
Let's go ahead and. Oh my goodness! Wait, why didn't it die with that one? Oh look, it does charm.
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Lovely.
No. This better hit.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about it.
Great work,
My
everyone.
physicality is heavily lacking.
And safety hard won.
So no matter what I do, my physical attacks are just gonna suck. That's the problem going mage. Feels like there's something there, or something supposed to be there.
Watch out. We've been spotted.
Hope this hits. Cat. Hut.
There they go.
Well, that was lame. Oh well.
Cat. What now?
I should definitely...
That.
Yeah, okay, I can do it from here. Give him Medi, because honestly...
Come on. They are broken.
Ooh,
We have the
okay.
edge. Let's take them all out.
This is our chance.
Oh, crush! Really?
That didn't do it.
My aim is true from any vein. Gunner! We can do this.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
I stand ready. I see you.
You know what? He probably didn't do as much damage because he was low on HP. That's very possible. Yeah, that makes sense.
Only two
I shall
enemies
vanquish
left.
evil.
Stay sharp.
Take that! Let's go. With healing power.
Plus needed.
I owe you.
Observe the enemy. There.
And then, like, she's doing like a good amount of damage, which is good.
Here comes the counter. This is nothing.
Just that if we accidentally get charmed, that'll be
Only a
definitely bad. So it doesn't seem like we are.
No holding back. Tougher than I thought.
Only two enemies left. Stay sharp.
He should be able to kill that one, and then she should be able to kill that one. Good strategy, guys. This is actually a pretty good team for in here. Not only that, but
Great work, everyone.
Gunner is also getting some EXP, so that'll be good for later.
We are safe for the time being.
Maybe it would be good to like try and get Stroll's Gunner leveled up.
I bet we'll find a use for that. Look.
Like we can jump down there. Yeah, it definitely does. Well, let's find out who's inside of this hut, huh?
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
Oh.
Probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
Barely. Wait.
I just heard something.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
Oh. 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 Someone's protecting us.
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back.
He's samurai?
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heismay?
I didn't expect you, Chief.
He's a
Chief.
chief.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe
Oh!
the city dwellers don't care for.
Oh! I love him! Wait! Look at
You're
him!
dead, it seems.
A knight of the crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name?
I love him! He's a little bat thing!
Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters.
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Okay.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon! So he truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Yeah, he has a...
Shadow Guard?
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Oh.
Here I come!
Okay.
I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings. I was saving this.
He's a ninja!
Huh? There's more Heismay?
Oh, but only one has a
Push
shadow!
me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
Oh!
I have my message.
So heavy.
I'm feeling that Heismay's attacks are wavering. It's just my imagination.
We've got multiple
I shall vanquish evil. Take that!
Was
it
luck on your
Oh,
side?
I guess he's speaking.
Or perhaps. No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come.
My aim gunner!
I don't
Maybe not.
understand why that doesn't...
To the rear.
Oh, wait!
By this power.
Ah, I see. Only usable from the back row.
By the sworn oath, come! No.
right there!
So he's not weak to...
This should work.
Gotcha. Ow!
Captain, they've slowed you down!
You'll be dust!
Stroll
Let
can't
us
take
clean
it.
up this mess.
By this power.
Hulkenberg,
Be
roll
neither
away,
timid nor
strike roll.
arrogant.
I should be healing, though.
My thanks.
I forget that Brawler takes HP to use his,
Tis
like,
best
good
you-
attacks. Owie! Yeah, so I should... Here it is again. I can feel Heismay hesitating slightly when he attacks me.
I call upon royal power within. I'll crush you.
Stroll can't
Come
take
forth,
anymore.
royal soul.
Someone heal him!
Don't worry, I got
I
it.
owe you.
Let justice
And then
prevail.
Knight's Proclamation.
This should work.
This is nothing.
Take that.
By this power. We're not out of this yet.
Nope, no we're not.
Helpful as ever.
I do love it when, like, they
stand
do
ready.
this where they give you, like, the same guy, but there's always just something ever so slightly off. And that's something that you can still somewhat notice.
Allow me to use this.
Like, in this case, it's a shadow, but maybe they would have made it so that, like, maybe, like, the eye color is off or something.
I shall vanquish evil.
That all you have?
What's going on?
Oh,
Go!
I didn't attack the right one. That's my bad.
Only a flesh wound.
What can I do?
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Okay,
Won't hold
jeez.
back with healing
Sorry.
power.
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
Captain,
Let justice
they've slowed you
prevail.
down.
I will not let
That
you
helps.
die.
Helpful as ever. With ruler. You'll be dust.
There we go.
I see. No common sellswords, are you?
No.
I was saving this.
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
Gunner! We're not out of this yet.
Was needed.
My thanks.
I wonder what's gonna happen
everyone all right?
after the fact.
Oh, power of heroes!
Captain,
Are you
slow
prepared?
down.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
This should work.
Is that all? Vitus power.
Okay.
Come on!
It's a real shame that
Observe
like
the enemy.
the statuses don't really work on bosses.
I shall vanquish
I'm sure that there is definitely going to be like a point where like the bosses
Target.
are going to be,
Nice one,
you know,
Skull.
Most
good
impressive.
against like
You've
certain
some
bosses
grand
or
cause
like
to fight for, I'm
and
sure.
typical enemies,
I
but
have my
still.
own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Ooh.
Where'd he go? He disappeared just like that.
Seems like it.
Even wholly surrounded, too. It is bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
Yes.
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet.
Yeah, we tried to like attack
Worth
him.
noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Maybe.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
Can't imagine he'd be very like he wouldn't take kindly to us doing this. By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem like...
Yeah, doesn't seem like there's anything suggesting kidnapping. What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen such a thing on my travels before. The Ujif tribe has a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn. But judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones. He'd not go through the trouble for a child he abducted. It's only a theory, but I suspect this might be Heismay's own child.
And so,
He is but a fallen knight, and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not have been able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
Aw. He's actually a criminal, and it'd be what he deserves, but I feel sad for the child. All knight insignia.
that's...
There's the mark! The Shadow Guard! He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned the truth he was in Ugif. Now... Is that a different group from the ones you were in, Hulkenberg?
The truth is,
Titles and honors go to Clamar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow, their duties lesser.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard, then. Discrimination even amongst the knights. So much for our civilized age.
even so,
The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs all their only focus is skill, and Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled. Yes. How kidnappers suppose the prejudice got to him, pushed him down the darker path? I mean, that is very possible. Let's see. Cloth wrapped fabric. Look at all these things that have been bundled in massive layers of cloth.
indeed.
Fairly tight at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop it.
Hey,
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth. Even the floor and walls. Is it necessary to go to such lengths? stranger the more I think about it. Probably has to do with, like, cloth having some vibration and sound reduction quality. That's very possible how the sandworms actually, like, detect things through vibrations as well as sound. So for it to be encased in cloth is probably the reason why.
Strange.
Perhaps there's some reason behind all this. This doesn't look like anything in the hideout of the kidnapper. I'll search for more clues.
Right.
There must be something we're missing. Let us investigate further. Child's letter.
This is...
A letter. Why it stopped at that.
What?
It says, "To Papa, thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever." Sounds like the writing of a child. They managed that much script. They must have been well educated. Is this letter written to Heismay? Wonder if the kid saw him as a good father.
So apparently...
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes, but there's nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. I have to hear the truth from him. But can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that be he had some weakness we could exploit? Need a way of countering Heismay's agility. There's some clues in this hut. We held the urn for ransom?
Well then.
What if we held the urn for ransom?
Wait a second.
Wow, that's kind of low, don't you think? It's too callous for my tastes. And if 'tis not his child, the gambit means nothing. We must rethink this. Way of countering Heismay. There's a lot of cloth.
This place.
There's a lot of cloth in here.
Right.
That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Heismay have so much cloth lying around? To dampen noise. Maybe it helps dampen noise?
Aha.
Noise! That's it!
Hey.
You think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are. And that's how he lives here so safely, I wager. In a cave where sound echoes, be easy for him to hear when the human's about.
I see.
I see. The cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed, I've heard it said that the Yugeep have excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound.
Then...
If we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it.
Nice.
Worth a shot. Alright, well, let's see.
Right then. Let's get this plan underway.
Oh my god!
Heismay! Come out! Show yourself!
We're gonna get all the
Wow,
humans.
that's some crazy echo.
Right?
Kind of nice getting to let loose. As long as I'm yelling anyway.
Luis! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knights Order!
Run, Stroll! Run, Gallica!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Gallica! The sound of your wings keeps me up at night!
How?
Stroll, you think you're so smart!
Oh, Stroll, be more careful!
Stroll, be more careful!
That's right. He's the only reason we're here. Stroll just had to play the hero and take on the request nobody else wanted.
Oh, I'm the only one playing hero here!
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Oh no! Hey,
What do
buddy.
you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Yeah.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
Seems that way, Heismay.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
Mm-hmm.
And why's that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Which means someone else is doing it.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Roll!
Draw steel.
No, I don't want to
If I'm
fight
to take your
you!
life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We'll make you talk.
Make you talk.
Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come. Allow me to use this.
Yep.
Have your back.
Oh, thank you, Hulkenberg. Feel hesitation in Heismay's attacks. Could it be he's wavering about delivering a fatal
He's
blow?
not getting away this time.
Brawler!
Battle cry!
Won't hold back. Let's go.
A blunder. So, you saw through my illusion. Even so, let us clean up this
Let
mess.
justice prevail.
Dude, I really don't want to have to, like, hurt you.
Right there.
Dark Sword. That's new. Hold the
He's
phone.
forgotten everything. He can't use his skills.
Okay, well, this is awkward.
I won't hold back. With healing power.
Twas needed.
My thanks.
Be neither timid nor arrogant.
Is that all?
We'll draw the enemies.
I show
Yeah,
no
okay.
mercy. Ha! Die!
Yep, that'll be good.
I shall vanquish evil.
Oh. We're not out of this yet.
And then we just maintain the heals. Okay, yeah, so
Think
he's
yourself equal to a youth with such a...
he's not that hard, unfortunately.
I show no mercy.
I definitely like compared to like everything else I went through.
I call upon
You know,
royal
the
power within.
Minotaur, like anything in the optional
Let's go.
dungeons just kind of
Here's
weird me out just because of how difficult they are. And then they like do story and then it for it to be a lot easier.
How about this?
It really throws me for a loop.
I have my method.
I kind of love it.
I shall vanquish evil.
Be neither timid nor arrogant. I see your
Don't
game.
get sloppy,
There we
Captain.
go. Got sloppy, which means that someone's going to probably
I
get
show
hurt.
no mercy.
Stroll's forgotten everything.
Let justice
He can't
prevail.
use his skills. Hulkenberg's moving slower.
Eat what?
Whoop.
Slash!
Oh man, she's even forgotten how to use skills, which means that
Hulkenberg's
Come
lost her
forth,
memory.
royal soul.
She can't use her skills like
yeah, she won't be able to like
Stroll's
what's it
forgotten
called?
everything.
Wasn't
He
he
can't use
tasked?
his skills.
yeah.
Huh, take this.
A blunder.
What? Hold on. You can't run!
Just have to hope and pray that he doesn't hit the wrong person.
This is nothing.
Stroll's forgotten everything. She can't use
We can
skills.
do this.
We got it.
Helpful as ever.
Hulkenberg's lost her memory.
Wasn't I
She
tough?
can't use her skills.
It'd be
like
nice if
this.
we weren't, though.
What? Hold on.
I know that I bought some things at Cure Forgotten. I know I have. There's probably going to be someone asking why I'm
I
not.
was saving this.
Oh, good
Let's get us in
freaking
the
lord.
All these copies.
Come forth, royal soul.
Tell them apart.
Thank you.
I owe you.
Hulkenberg's lost her memory.
Wasn't I
She
tough?
can't use her skills like this.
Take this.
Let us clean up this mess.
You'll be stuck.
Blunder.
The main thing is that
I show no
I'm just not very fond of using items.
Bad.
Still fight.
Let's
Tis
get us
best
in the
you.
building.
Like, that's just kind of how it's always been with me.
Wait a second.
By this power.
Something's off.
With
That
healing
copy
power.
doesn't have us.
Yes, yes, I know, Gallica.
Hulkenberg's lost her memory.
Wasn't I
She
tough?
can't use her skills like this.
Fight that.
Now, are you prepared?
Right on target.
Okay, I wanted to do that to get the critical so I can heal
I'm obliged.
a little more.
This should work.
Oh no.
I show no mercy.
Roll.
Stroll! I kind of still needed that.
Take this.
Still standing,
Stroll got
can.
knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Here's
Not really. Ooh. Oh.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
Okay, well, wasn't expecting that.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
He's been saying no,
Look around you,
Stroll.
lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're
Exactly.
saying you were framed. This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Because it would be easy to.
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A UG drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me?
Heismay.
They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
Oh, Heismay.
Thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or
No.
perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
I don't think he's the
I
culprit.
don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. 'Twas the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying.
It's definitely not Heismay.
Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So that they can put us into harm's way and get us out of the running.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
I mean, you're not really a captive, are
Give it a
you?
rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
Yeah.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Ugh, don't remind me.
I like Heismay. Heismay's cool.
Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsman yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
You can probably stay here.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a lady of the knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story,
It's a long
It's a
story.
long story.
It is even stranger that the youngest of you is the actual candidate. Still, I suppose I can see why they'd put their trust in you. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
Oh, Heismay.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Exactly.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
What a terrible day. I hope Nereus and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest so that we'll be ready for tomorrow. Please, no! Let me go get Gretus's dagger back! Oh, can I at least
What now?
save? Thank you. I just don't want all that to be lost. We'll continue on. Okay. Good old bed.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
What are those trinkets? Those are the main thing I'm kind of focused on right now.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
Oh, you poor
I
thing.
hope Heismay behaved himself in the gauntlet runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
Oh,
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the gauntlet runner, right?
Yeah.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick.
yeah, okay, well, let's go. Oh,
Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here?
you got smashed.
It reeks of alcohol. Nurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Oh no.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow, what a mess.
Right?
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it!
Where's Strawl? Oh, we found him.
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Don't look at me.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Inside town.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case, too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
That is true.
You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Oh, Heismay.
Heismay.
Ah!
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Right, Morris.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here.
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
Oh,
No.
I didn't hear anything. Nope.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
Oh!
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
Something's going on
No
in here.
good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
Exactly.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
Exactly.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be.
Seems like it.
And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nurse is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Ooh.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anything.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Like, I'm just kind of here for the ride at the moment. Like, everything is, like, so captivating. I don't have, like, any words for it.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No. I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It
Oh.
wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Oh,
Even
poor
if there is some monster
dude.
behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Jeez, man. So much. No good. They said they haven't found Heismay yet. They can't remove the blockade from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase. Wait, if that's the case, then how do we get out here? If everything's supposed to be locked under... Huh.
Fie.
What are our plans, then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there. Over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
He's coming from over there. Is he calling for us? Yeah? Seems like he be.
Huh?
Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they had not found him yet.
To say
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth. Know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanne cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child's scream. And Lady Joanne is... well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get in such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human jaws.
it's absurd.
Morris? No, that's absurd! I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, we can't use your head for the competition. We'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Crow? Of course. Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
I'm in your debt. We'll go with this voice for him. Seems to us like the kidnapper could get the victims into the castle on our watch, not under all our noses. But there's an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heismay, the man who found it. There'll be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion? That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
You should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. Alright. A well leading to an underground channel. Everyone's already heading to Blindwell Alley. Get there by following Cattle Racket Road.
What is it?
I kind of want to see if I can get Grease's dagger right fast. Please be there, 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 please be there. Where is this son of a gun?
I'm out of ideas.
He's supposed to be here! Gods, man, like, oh, that's so irritating. Anyways, I gotta get to Cattle Racket Road.
An elder candidate? No.
I want to say that this is Stairstone Market. You know what I can basically do? The map. Here we go. I'm guessing that they probably put me in the exact area I needed to be regardless.
What is it?
Yeah, so there should be a well here. Eritrea. Yeah, it seems like this is gonna be quite a dungeon. Look, we got Heismay. We can hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath here. We must help them. Dude, man.
What now?
Let's go ahead and save. Do I want to go gunner? Probably not. I think I'll go healer.
The power of healing.
And then... I mean, I would very much like Psych to a degree. Okay. Let's just see what everyone else... I did not expect there to be an underground channel. It is no wonder traces of the kidnapper could not be found. The children are beneath. Let us hurry there.
Is this the place?
So this is the entrance to the underground channel. If Morris is the culprit behind this, he's probably lurking somewhere ahead. Let's go in. If we catch him with the children, he won't be able to talk his way out of it. This is the old well. So this is the old well Barden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in there. Are you all prepared? Let's go. Let's hurry. We must rescue the children. He has to be a little bit on the deeper side.
However...
Oh, yeah. This is a dungeon. This'll be quote-unquote fun. It's dark.
Keep your wits about you.
That sound! Someone's here.
It's all clear.
Yeah, she says it's all clear.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
Oh? They're feeding the children to the thing.
Please. Help.
Oh no!
The child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
Oh, you're dead, Morris.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Ooh.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Dogs!
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No.
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
Oh.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a million.
What do you mean?
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
Agreed.
Yes, from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
Oh.
No, 'tis true in part.
Oh, Heismay. Heismay, are you about to become our 4th party member?
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my
You technically cannot draw that with your stubby arms. Oh, he's our 4th member! Yes!
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting.
Yes!
Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
Yes! What is it? Yeah! Speak from the hot body! He does it upside down. I love it.
I am Heismay Noctul. I believe the mark of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
Yeah! Ooh! I dig it. It's kind of like a it kind of looks like a badger to a degree.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Hell yeah, let's join in!
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
Hells yeah!
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Yeah!
Tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain.
Most likely, yeah.
Is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic.
Yes, I am.
I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Yeah! Dark Sword. He's thief! Then what the hell's the other guy? Mondo! Hell yeah. I have no idea.
I show no mercy.
I should not have done that.
Call upon royal power within.
You can do this.
Oh, I keep skipping it. I'm in the zone. I'm excited.
A blunder.
Ooh, he forgot. And look at that. We got
Wish we knew
no.
Only one way to find out.
I am so excited.
Right there.
You think you're so thief?
Ha! Die!
With these, I shall vanquish evil.
Oh, it's because I did the ray. That's right.
Take
That.
Right on target.
Healer.
Nice one, Stroll.
Flare.
Oh my god, we get to use 4 people at a time.
No.
I am beyond hyped for this. I was thinking this was gonna be like a standard, you know, 3-team party type deal.
With these, no holding back.
Troll, you gotta aim better than that.
Scour!
Still up?
I'm just so excited. I am so effing excited.
We strive for!
That helped.
My thanks.
Helpful as ever.
I'll use what I must.
Slash!
And the fact that Thief looks like a freaking pack rat. A little bit badgery, but I know for a fact it's a pack rat.
If I say so myself, I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Oh, I love it here. Get back here, you son of a gun.
Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Yes.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight?
Oh, Heismay!
Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Yes.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
Yeah.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I only think one person.
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
To think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
I think so.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Sure.
Why did my rank go down, though? For saving the children, I can expect the support from the townspeople to grow. I don't know about that.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
We're grateful
It was
for you
thanks to
too.
your help, too.
Yeah.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
Probably not a good idea.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
Yeah, that is fair. In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Luis's eye. I think that we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but for the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name.
I get you,
believe in
Heismay. Yes!
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Yes.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Mm-hmm. Well, that ties me to calm down a little in the Gauntlet Runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Let me go. Oh! Okay. Okay, fine. I just really want to go get Krius's blade. If I have to sleep, I will do it. Less effing rest. Late night. Why are we... Maybe because too much has happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze.
Can't sleep, lad?
Thank you.
As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself.
I don't really know what voice to do. I want to do deeper, but like... Maybe I will do... Because he's a bad, you know, a bad. Maybe that will be his voice. No! Can I do it deeper? Blah, I cannot be a bat if I cannot go darker. Not deeper. I feel like the freaking, like, the chaotic neutral barbarian guy. You dare come in to my house in the dead of night, you little shit. Oh, I love it here. I like it, he jaunts.
Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Oh? I trust him. We're a secret organization.
To tell you the truth, we're a secret organization.
Really? Well, you're not very organized for an organization.
No, not really.
In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water.
All right.
Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you, Jeeves.
Really?
We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway.
Aww.
Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that.
Aww.
Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was.
Oh, Heismay.
They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath.
Aw, that does kind of suck, honestly.
Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else.
Aww.
My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much.
Aww.
But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
From now on?
And from now on,
we're friends.
We're friends.
I mean, I feel like it's way too soon to be calling each other friends, but I dig this man. I probably wouldn't accept you as an immediate friend, but we definitely would become friends eventually.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
The aloof hermit, Heismay. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Yay! I love thieves! Oh.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
Also, this is not how the new Bond should look. It should realistically, for the thief one, at least have Heismay little bat hand. That would have been cute. Be 3 for that one. Look at that.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. Long as we're both awake. Might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Sure.
So, this is a fantasy novel.
Yeah.
This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5.
Yeah, unfortunately, change like that is very, very long term. But, like, I'm also thinking about it, right? Because it would be long term primarily for us, because we only live for so long. We only live, like, 100 years. But you got people in this, you know, world that has been built upon, and they live for so much longer. The Horigs? God, man, I'm so bad with remembering names. Basically, whatever the hell Grius was. They live for a freaking long amount of time. That's why freaking what's-his-face, the hierarch of the, you know... God, man, why am I so bad? This is why it was supposed to be like, oh yeah, after so often we'd read it so that I would be able to explain all this. But basically, that got the man who leads the church. That's why he's been in, you know, he's so, you know, well known and powerful. It's because he's been in that position for like many, many years, like probably nearly almost 1,000. If not more, depending on how much long they live. I remember that they have really long lifespans. Either way, like, with that being the case, it is hard to really see change happen any sooner, because these older peoples are holding on to these beliefs and whatnot. Typically, the problem is... typically, as far as from what I can surmise, is that when beliefs are, you know, instilled into a generation, it takes about 2 or 3 generations in order for, like, that to get, you know, lesser. And that's just me kind of, you know, being an optimist, I guess. It could take a lot longer, definitely, but for the most part, you know, it just kind of seems that, you know, it takes a lot longer for, like one generation has to go before more progress seems to be made. At least that's how I kind of have views on it. You can't change somebody's mind once they have, like, you know, so to speak, 50 years of experience, you know, with that belief held in the heart for so long. You can't change it. So, you know, that's where it kind of gets a little bit difficult, I'd say. Not saying that, like, newer generations are, you know, better at, like, you know, not being that way. The main thing is that we also have to think about is that the newer generation is still being taught by the older generation. It's just whether or not those, you know, I want to say morals, but it's not morals, beliefs, thought processes, you know, all that different sort of jazz. It's so much easier to type this out because I have a lot of, like, ways to look it up, but saying it on the spot is kind of hard. But once those thought processes and beliefs, like, you know, they get challenged, you know, there's new people that young people meet. There's some people who reinforce those beliefs, maybe dissuade those beliefs. It all depends on a lot of different factors, and it's not going away anytime soon. But what I'm trying to say is that when, you know, people tend to live longer, those beliefs last longer. That's the ultimate thing I'm trying to get at. And it's not bad, it's not right, but it's not, I don't know. It's a very touchy subject. Like, nobody deserves to be discriminated against. And I hold that belief very firmly. That, you know, everyone should remain equal. Everyone should be equal. I don't see any reason why somebody who looks different to me could be any more inferior or any better than I could be. And that's just how I choose to live, I guess. I don't know. We'll get off of that because I feel like that's a very touchy subject. I mean, this is a very touchy subject to even have in a game, right? Like, you know, where people discriminate against other people, you know, racism and the like.
Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population.
And that's the thing, I don't think so
You
either.
cannot pretend it's diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak.
Yeah, and you know, I
Equal
get
competition
that, yeah.
doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak.
Yeah, no,
I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy.
Actually, Heismay does have a little bit of a point there.
If this awakened
Maybe.
power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Very righteous, Heismay. I can appreciate that. Getting late, so we decided to go back to this inn and
Time
sleep.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I just want to go and collect the other dagger. Excellent. We're all here.
So,
Today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution, as we've both Moors and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if
It's
needed.
in your hands.
Indeed. I've only just been... Oh, yes, I have just only been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hand... deeper. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. I love it, and I hate it.
Let's focus.
Okay, so the deadline is 7/16. 12 days. Apprehend the real kidnapper. Mission will be deadline. Meet up with your allies in Blindwind Alley. Okay. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on Don't do that. Proving your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline
search
passes.
begins.
Nothing in the
Really?
castle. Need to head over to the Blindwell Alley and investigate it from the castle. Today, lots of stores are having sales. Might be good to do some shopping. Be here. Where are you? Where is he? Oh my god, finally!
Interesting.
You actually managed to retrieve Malveno's ring. That is impressive. I took you for talented, but you've more than a gem than I thought. A gem? Anyway, don't forget your end of the bargain. Of course, I've already looked into it. In fact, I could go get your dagger back right now. What do you say? Well, then let's go. It would take a day. All right, come with me. Stay hidden, let me do all the talking.
Greetings.
You're Mr. Helliot, yes? I'm here on behalf of your father back in your hometown. You see, he's collapsed. It's that frightful illness that... What? You weren't aware?
The truth is...
Well, illness requires a very specific herb to treat. One native only to the Verge Island. Now, if the travel expenses were taken care of... I see, so he's swindling. The man who stole the dagger seemed to completely believe Cuculus's clever story. Yes, just the dagger then. I'll make arrangements to procure the herb, and you can take it to him. I recovered your dagger, though he'd have given me the clothes off his back if I've asked. Figured you'd not approve of that. It's a lie, by the way, about his father being sick, but his town's so far away, we'll be long gone before he finds out. Anyway, here. Thank you! A dagger, a ring, and a rake.
Now then.
Ooh, got some courage. Courage level 2 now! Woo!
Courage
is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. Thou aspire to sovereignty, kindle the flame of thine courage to ignite the hearts of thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. Nice. It went down. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's going down because we're going up in rank. That makes sense. No need to thank me. The efforts you went for exceeded mine. You've no idea this ring's importance to me. With this, everyone will finally be free. Free?
I appreciate it.
Oh, nothing. Anyways, truly, I thank you. And to show my thanks, please allow me to help you. I can see it already. You're the real deal. The one truly fated to be our next king. And I can see, too, that you'll need my winning strategies to do it. Oh.
Hang on.
Let me guess. Your winning strategy is that smooth talking you demonstrated earlier. I don't think we need any con artist training, thank you. Come now, deception is more of an art than you know. I have something of a knack for it, you see. You're kind, honest to a fault, really. And for an upstanding chap like you to become king, you'll need someone versed in darker, grayer areas. Someone like me.
Be that as it may.
Of course, my guidance doesn't come without strings. This is business. You'll give me information. Information about the places you visit, friends in the tournament, or the royal magic.
Whoa.
Ain't it, that's all you want, then. Now we're talking. In that case, I need to let you in on one thing first.
The truth is...
My real name is Alonzo. Anyone calling Cuculus is one of my marks. Best if you forget that name altogether.
What?
Huh? What's with this guy? He marked us! We moved to the tavern where I told Alonzo all that happened so far. Then we parted ways.
Remember those winning strategies I mentioned? Well, the first lesson starts now.
Oh?
I imagine you've led a rather rough life, considering the tribe you hail from.
Mm-hmm.
The world is full of unsavory sorts. That's why if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades.
Got it.
Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
regard this not as the art of deception, but rather how to steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course.
Mm-hmm. Not trustworthy, but he does seem clever. Maybe I could use Alonso's tactics in the battle for the throne.
A wise choice.
And here we go, the shaking of hands. I can sense no small amount of trust and anticipation from Alonso. No small
devious
trust.
schemer, Alonso. Within
The
him
faker!
dwells the virtue of the faker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Hold up, the faker! That's where we're going with this.
I assumed you were but a momentary distraction, but there's more to you than that.
I love this. Okay, so... Since the heroic embodiment of the faker from Alonso. Oh my god, it's a freaking jester! I love it!
Who wears the crown next matters little to me. But if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride. I'll be heading to Brylehaven after this. Let's meet again there.
Alright, Alonso. I love it. I love it a lot. We could probably go over and see Maria after the fact, but, and this is a very big but, I don't want to be here. Let's go over to more. Let's go ahead and... So, like, I don't like being out at night. Yes, discounts if you need help. Yes, I get you. I got you. Okay, where are you, more? More!
Now, where was I?
Go to Academia!
Oh.
Why, that's a new archetype. Might I ask you for a demonstration? Why,
I've been
hello.
waiting.
So, I think that the main thing about the way that I'm building Kro here is more so that he's what I would call my red mage. Where he's more of a supporting cast rather than the main event, right? And what I mean by that is primarily this. Mage, Seeker, Healer, Gunner, Merchant, Knight. All of these are not necessarily the main focal point. I guess Knight you could kind of say, but we kind of needed Knight. So, like, you know, Brawler and Warrior, which are primarily the damaging types, that's not necessarily what I personally would want for him. However, Thief, as well as Faker, I think that would be very lovely indeed. As a matter of fact, I think Thief and Faker might go hand in hand. It very well could be the case.
Fascinating.
But I am going to learn both of them. 1,500 match? Hell yeah.
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I seek. And so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as Thief. I hear the voices of Hero's soul. Oh, worthy heart, who tempered anxiety into strength? If thou prepare to embrace lawlessness and chivalry into equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief. So this is the power of the thief's soul. I will master its power without succumbing to vice. I will save everyone, seen or unseen.
New skills, new possibilities.
I see.
Alright. Look at that! It reminds me of frickin' Brontes a little. I love this. Dodge! It seems to be kind of like a debuffer in a sense. This is the Archetype.
This right here.
The royal revelator, one who breathes new lives into values by virtue of keen insight and masterful wit. Yes. 2,500.
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I see.
Of course.
Yep. Oh, worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to embrace the unknown and sow chaos into thine opponent's hearts, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Faker. So this is the power of the Faker, a fascinating power that befuddles enemies. There's a lot to test out. I may even have fun. Oh, okay. Ah, well, I see the number of archetypes you studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Rose fruit.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Okay. Now, Heismay, like I said, I think it would be good for him to learn this, because I feel like the Faker and Thief is really going to go hand in hand with one another.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Heismay with this power. Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honor creed, take new form as a Faker. He's so tiny, I love him. And then, yes. How interesting! This Faker's soul. I can certainly get behind the power that baffles enemies and sows chaos. Disorder is a valid tactic in battle. Okay.
Steady effort is key.
So, okay, so now we got Faker. He's Thief. But, like, what else could I really use Heismay for? I could technically make him also into a warrior. He does have a bit of a warrior spirit, and it would be kind of nice to have someone who has the potentiality to do actual damage. There's a lot to really consider. Because Thief might just turn into Ninja at some point. Actually, I forget that we can actually look at this. So, it needs that, and Faker just needs to be Faker. So, overall, they didn't really go hand in hand together as much as I think. However, I'm looking at this, I see some Bushido in that cap! Love it. Mooch! Anyways. Then I also see this. But, like, he might be good as a Seeker, honestly.
I see. Fascinating.
I think it would actually serve him kind of well.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Oh man, it's already like way past my bedtime, but like I'm having so much fun. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. Oh, I saw blah blah blah. This is the Seeker then. So be it. It's long past time I learned to wield the powers I've been given. A world where all may live in harmony.
My power swells forth.
Like the way that I think about it, right? Like, Warrior would help its slash attacks here. Faker could help me, like, probably maintain, like, that people can't hit me. And Seeker can probably help him heal a little bit. Like, I think that, like, these three are, like, primarily...
This right here, all right?
I think that it's going to help him out.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I think getting the slash damage is definitely going to help out, like, the Thief class, because the Thief class is going to be someone who needs more damage. To fight as a warrior, leave the front line to me and my sword. We will survive together. We shall forge a new path, you little shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, well, I see the number of archetypes you studied. Thanks nicely, thanks to you. Here's a token of my thanks. No
I
problem.
have retained my edge.
Okay. It's just a matter of, like, leveling him up. Now, if I had to, like, really look and see what these really, like, give us, I don't see anything that Thief really gives Hulkenberg. And I don't really see much of... I mean, like, Dekaja might be good. Removes all buffs from enemies. Honestly, that might be good right there. I feel like Hulkenberg might want... you know, something. Increases evasion against strike attacks. Doesn't really help her out. Raises max HP by 15. That might actually be something that she needs. And that won't really, like, help whatsoever. Yeah, maybe giving her Brawler for a little while might be good. We still focus on Magic Knight, trying to get Knight up, but Brawler would be good to, like, get her just for that HP, because she is technically our tank.
Of course.
Let's see. Is thou prepared to expand and plunge? Yes, that's right. So this is the power of the Brawler's soul. There's a certain honor in making one's own body such a weapon. Oh, breakthrough! Discipline is no stranger to me!
Oh.
Yes. And we're getting a lot of, thing. We're getting a lot of, like, things from more, too. I feel like a lot of, what's going on... Oh, what the hell is this? There are a couple of, like, things that I'm kind of, like, feeling might be influenced by magic, but we'll just have to wait and see. Because I think Strahl is kind of, like, good where he's at right now, where he has the Seeker, Merchant, and whatnot. He doesn't really need the Healer, the Faker, or anything of the sort. I think he's fine where he's at. Your assignment now is to study various archetypes. I'm afraid you still haven't found enough to...
I can hardly wait.
So I need 15 types. In which, if we're looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 that we have, but if I'm looking, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't see anywhere where there could be a 15th one. But if I had to assume, like this, look at that! The Gunner needs the Seeker to be level 10 in order to upgrade. Mage doesn't need anything. Merchant needs another class that we haven't seen yet. But altogether, nothing else really seems to need too much. Interesting that the Gunner needs Seeker, though. It's very interesting. Either way. Well, actually, Strahl, what does your classes need? Just Warrior and just Brawler. Gotcha. Which you have in spades. It's great. It's nice. Okay. So, with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this recording of Metaphor. Oh my god, so much crud happened. Got 2 hours and 35 minutes worth of stuff that I need to, like, sift through and see, like, you know, how it splits up into 2 different episodes. Otherwise, thank you all so very much, and I'll see you all in the next part of the adventure. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Woo-woo! Woo-woo! Oh my god, Gallica, go!
What now?
Actually, I'm just kind of curious of...
to greater heights.
Endurance increased by 2? Really?